Hey again, everybody. This week's question is, what was your proudest musical moment that made you think, wow, music is awesome? Um, I can't really think of one specific moment that I thought music was like, or that I found like my one proudest moment. If anything, I'd have to say like my senior year of high school. Kind of, I hit a lot of goals that I wanted to accomplish, and kind of like knocking each one out of the way. By the end of the year, I just kind of looked back and was like, wow, it was really cool. I guess it started off with the this one youth program I did downtown called Merit School of Music, and I had been in the Wind Symphony the year before, um, but I was last chair. Like junior in high school, sitting last chair. Like there was an eighth grader sitting next to me. He was so good. And I came back my senior year. I re-auditioned and I got back into the Wind Symphony. I showed up to the first rehearsal, and this director, who's like totally terrifying but super awesome, I have so much respect for him. He turns to me and he's like, "Your principal," and I just kind of freaked out a little bit. And I remember sitting down in that rehearsal, and my legs couldn't stop shaking. It was a really terrifying, intense moment. But as soon as I got home, I was like, "Wow, I didn't expect that," and it ended up being a really cool surprise. After that came IMEA, which my big goal for the year was like I want to go to state, and I ended up going. I remember I went to the auditions, and I came out of my audition, and I felt absolutely horrible. I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't even think I made district. Um, when I found out I made district, and I got my parts in the or like I got my parts from my band director, and I saw a solo B flat clarinet part in there, and I was like, solo, what? No way. I show up to the first day, and or one of my friends who went to another school, he's like, my friend got the solo part in her clarinet folder too. So I was like, ooh, that means it's one of us. So I show up to district, and I remember that day I lost my neck strap, so my wrists were dead by the end. But I showed up to district, and I look at my chair, and I'm sitting principal, and I was just like, what is this? It was amazing. I was so freaked out. It was just an awesome time. And then I ended up going to state, and that was really cool. I ended up placing 15th, and I was just like, where is this coming from? It was an awesome time, and I was really excited, and it was just a really good confidence boost, like before slash during college audition time. Um, yeah, and then I don't know, there's just a lot of things that went on that year. Like, I ended up getting into my top two schools for music, and one of them, like the year before, only one freshman had gotten into the clarinet studio I wanted to get into. So when I ended up getting accepted, I was just like, "Oh my gosh, it's awesome!" It was really cool. And then later that year, I played in a master class with the principal clarinetist of the Metropolitan Opera of New York, and I remember they like aired a segment about it on NBC Nightly National News, and I was watching it, and my face was on TV, and I was just like, I just made national news. It was like so silly, but I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and I still tell people like, oh yeah, I was on the national news one time. Like it wasn't about me, my face was just there. Um, by the end of the year, I looked back on everything. I remember I played my senior solo with my high school band, and it was just I played the love theme from Cinema Paradiso, which is one of my favorite movie themes ever, and it was like full circle around. I don't know, it was just an awesome time, and all those experiences together just kind of made up my senior year of high school musically. And looking back, I was just like, I accomplished a lot this year, and I just want to keep going. I want to keep doing more, and it just every day it just like motivates me to keep going. And I don't know, looking back, I'd say that my senior year of high school is definitely one of my proudest years as a musician, and I wouldn't have asked for it any other way. So I guess that was a lot more than one, but it's kind of a full package. Like each one on their own is just like, yeah, cool, but when you put them all together, like next to each other, it's just amazing. So that's it for me. I will see you all next week. Thanks.